Ken Jordan here. I've got an important update. This is something that came to me just in the last hour through sources, connections that I have inside the intelligence community. As I've mentioned before, I've done some work with some organizations that, frankly, I can't really go into. You can tell the deeper in you get, the less information you get about where things came from. Sorry about that. You've got to take this with a grain of salt, but you can also take it as a flat-out warning from me to you. Get out of Washington, D.C. on the 20th. Inauguration Day. We all know there's stuff coming. If you're paying any attention, you're seeing a lot of surface-level information where certain groups, mainly left-leaning groups, which are, my people, so I'm a little disappointed, guys, are planning to try and disrupt things. The problem is, from what information I've been getting, there are things going on behind the scenes that are way worse than setting off some butyric acid bombs, stink bombs, or trying to chain up train cars to prevent them from running in a timely fashion. We're looking at a few people, a few quote-unquote lone wolves, lone wolf actors, who are planning on some bigger things. Now, with anything like this, remember, by the time we hear about it, the very fact that I heard about it means that we're probably going to be okay. That people are probably going to be okay. But if there are massive disruptions going on, preventing essential services from getting to and from where they need to be, and somebody uses that, even on an outlying position, to go after a large crowd of people, let's say, you do not want to be trapped in the city. That will lead to some negative consequences for several days. So take a day trip, get out of the city if you can. If you can't, buy up a little bit of extra food. It doesn't have to be not much. You need to shop for the week anyway. Shelter in place. Make sure that your doors can be blocked off. Plan this out. Just pay a little attention. Plan stuff out. Now, I'm not hearing anything too bad. I'm not hearing anything about nuclear weapons or biologicals being put out in any serious type of fashion. I have heard some hints about people planning some outlier bombs with sniper attacks coming in as soon as they scare people into running. That's serious, serious stuff. There are people who have been caught behind the scenes, flat out. Now, these are people who have been brought in already. What we're not certain of is whether they've gotten the entire organization. And this is just what we know about. From everything I've been hearing, and I have heard from more than one source behind the scenes, this could be a big issue. That's the intelligence world, folks. I get to tell you, this could be a big issue. That's all you get. This isn't just read between the lines either. This is all we ever really get to know beforehand. Now, I know, you're like, but Agent Ken, you work with the psychics and the things like that. We know big stuff is coming. We know some of it will be coming sooner rather than later. But psychic information is pretty much a coin toss for human beings. We know that there is a chance of this becoming very dangerous. The psychics are actually saying that. The remote viewers are saying there could be large explosions going on in Washington, D.C. on the 20th. And again, flip a coin. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Remember, we have thousands and tens of thousands of people working to make this not happen. There are also some people in the alphabet agencies who apparently are trying to make it happen. And that's not good, guys. So, get out of Washington, D.C., protect yourself first, stay away from crowds on the 20th, and remember, just because I'm saying DC doesn't mean that you're safe in New York City, or Chicago, or Los Angeles, or Seattle. I'm not listing these off for any particular reason, they're just large cities. But, be safe, be aware, keep your head down for half a day. Luckily on the West Coast, you're gonna know if something's going on probably by about noon. Get out tomorrow, or actually, I believe this is, no, it's tomorrow, so, okay. Get out, on Wednesday or Thursday, do a little shopping, make sure you have a little bit of extra water, make sure that you have flashlight batteries. Just remember, this is a great time to get your preps somewhat ready. This is your heads up. I hope this helped. This is real. Just go with it, guys. Okay. Thanks a lot. I'll try and have an update on the SCP disclosure front in a few days. I have managed to get to a safe location. It's not a wonderful location, but if anything does go on, I'll be fine holding out here, and I hope you manage to be fine too. Please take this seriously. Okay, out everybody.